progress. I think we had a deal that was almost 90% done. China wanted to go backwards on certain things. We've stopped negotiating, and I just had a very candid discussion with Governor Yi. Governor Yi has been part of the negotiating team, and again, we made some preparations in advance of a meeting for President Trump and President Xi.
Okay.
If China wants to move forward with the deal, we're prepared to move forward on the terms we've done. If China doesn't want to move forward, then President Trump is perfectly happy to move forward with tariffs to rebalance the relationship.
Did you get an indication from the PBOC governor that China does want to move forward?
We had a private conversation, and it was a very candid and constructive conversation about the meeting for the two presidents, but I'm not going to go into the details.
And will there be any meetings before the meeting between the two presidents? Are you perhaps about to divert your plane to go to Beijing after this?
No, I don't expect that to be the case.
Can you give us a better idea, though, what you talked about with the PBOC Governor Yi Gong on the currencies in particular? Are you worried that China is going to weaponize their currency, at least use it to their advantage in this fight?
No, I don't think that's the case, but I do think their currency has been under pressure as a result of what's going on in their economy and the risk to them of these trade issues. There's no question that as we put on tariffs, people will move their manufacturing outside of China into other areas, and that's going to have a very negative impact on their economy, and I think you see that reflected in the currency.
So you think it is a natural weakening of the currency rather than a deliberate manipulation?
I do think it's a natural weakening of it.
We talk about non-tariff barriers, too. A lot of U.S. companies, around 50%, I believe, in a recent AmCham survey, talked about their concern they've already seen non-tariff barriers to trade. We've also seen the situation around FedEx, which is also tied to Huawei. Are you starting to see more areas of concern among non-tariff barriers, and have you spoken to your Chinese counterparts about this?
Well, I'm not going to comment on the specifics of the FedEx situation, but what I would say is in negotiating our agreement, one of the big parts of the agreement has always been about non-tariff barriers, is about forced technology transfer. These are very important issues to us and critical to any agreement. So these are issues we've made a lot of progress, and any agreement we have will need to be certain that that's included.